Older women are losing it. They don't want to face the wall.
I was just freaking out about being in my 30s, being single and just not meeting my person yet.
Every woman will go through this. They reach 30 and regret they wasted their prime years getting ran through and rejecting good guys who would have treated them right.
And after I turned 30, I was like, okay, do you know what? I've made this such a big deal in my head. I'm 30, I can thrive. So over the last month and a half, I've been better, my mental health's been better. I haven't been worrying about it as much. And then for some reason, this Christmas period has hit me again. And I'm like, oh God, I'm single and I'm 30 and it's Christmas time. And I'm just seeing all these little couples go to their Christmas markets and have a lovely old time. And I'm on my Todd.
She has finally realised that she has hit the wall, and most of her opportunities to find a man is slipping through her fingers.
So I'm struggling again. I'm struggling in the same way that I was when I turned 30. And as I said, I know it's because of society and it's not an issue. It's not. So I thought to myself that I'm going to start this little series on TikTok and I'm going to call it Things That I'm Doing Instead of Getting Married. I want to kind of challenge myself or just do self-care things that I feel like maybe you wouldn't have the time to do if you were in a relationship or if you had kids.
That's really pathetic.
Once a woman hits the big 30, she's suddenly invisible. Swipe left, swipe right, and there she is, lost in a sea of profiles, trying her darndest to stand out like a diamond in the rough. Back in the day, being young and attractive was like holding all the cards in a game of poker. Men who dared to bail on commitments faced the wrath of society, complete with legal consequences and social exile. But fast forward to now. Men aren't feeling the heat as much. Women don't have as many reasons to keep them around once they hit their prime, except maybe a fear of financial fallout. And let's face it, that's not exactly the most romantic motivation to stick together. It's like a rom-com turned dark comedy, with a side of existential pondering. Men and women are totally intertwined. But with all this change happening, it's like we're all trying to figure it out on the fly. Women's roles are flipping upside down, and men aren't vibing with it. Men are feeling the pressure to switch up too. Google it, and you'll find a gazillion articles asking the same question. Where are all the good guys hiding? It's a legit struggle. Millions of women out there dream of that big wedding day. But let's face it, not all of them are going to get there. Stats say there's always going to be a bunch of single ladies in the mix, with zero chance of getting hitched. And that number? It's on the rise. Every year, more and more women are freaking out about finding a partner, even if it means sacrificing their dignity and all that jazz. They're rolling the dice and using sex as their secret weapon to lock down that ring.
So, I never get on TikTok I don't get on TikTok to do this. But I don't know who else might be feeling the same way I am. And I'm about to start crying. I'm 29 years old. And my birthday is February. I'm a Pisces. That means that I'm about to be 30 years old.
This is her first epiphany that she is about to hit the wall. Get ready for her to start crying shortly.
And it's like, hold on. And it feels like as the day go by, and it's getting closer, I'm like, damn, I saw myself in a different position at this age. It sucks so bad. Almost about to be 30, and fuck, it's like I'm trying to express how I feel and I can't. I can't get the words out of my mouth. I just know that it's like I feel like I'm starting from scratch. Fuck. Anyways, I don't want to be on this app and be this sad shit, because I'm not like that. at all. If you follow my Instagram, you know that's not me. I don't. But this is gonna be like my new journey. I want to laugh and cry at the same time. You ever felt like that? Like, it's like I want to laugh and cry, because it's like I'm happy that I acknowledge it now, and I'm willing to change all those things so I can become the best version of myself once again in a different level.
It's too late. The wall is undefeated.
But fuck. I'm crying and laughing. This is so weird. Anyways, here's to restarting my life. Learning new things, relearning new things, rebuilding myself mentally, physically, emotionally. Because I know for a fact my 30s is going to be my prime year. I learned what I needed to learn as a 20-year-old. I made many mistakes and I learned, and now we're restarting the right way.
Feminism was meant to amp up women's rights, yeah? But get this, nowadays, women in the US are way more unhappy compared to the 70s. What's the deal? Is it feminism's fault? The patriarchy's? Or something else entirely? Imagine this. You double the labor pool, right? Suddenly wages start tanking. Before, women couldn't even get a foot in the job market. But now it's like they're expected to work. And if they're mums with a job, they're juggling everything, even if they're getting help from immigrant workers. But here's the real tea. Women still feel the pressure to do it all because they're more likely to dig men who are more successful. You know? The problem is, there aren't enough of those hotshot guys to go around anymore because women are slaying in their careers. So, those top-tier men, they're like rare Pokemon, snatching up partners left and right. Who's really winning in this whole mess? Definitely not most guys, because their value seems to be dropping like a hot potato. And girls? Same deal. It's like we're all losing out here. But who's living their best life? Those top-tier men? The ones calling the shots? Sure, they're grinding it out in high-paying jobs, but they're the real MVPs in this game. And if we're being extra cynical, capitalism is totally cashing in on this chaos. Low wages, slim pickings for opportunities, and then they throw immigration into the mix. It's like a downward spiral. Marriage? That's becoming a luxury only the rich can afford, while the rest of us are left in the dust. Talk about economic inequality hitting the roof. So yeah, in a twisted way, feminists might just be getting played by capitalism. Feminism has been stirring up some serious drama in the family values department. It's like this slow drip of poison that's driving a wedge between men and women. At first it was all about equality, which, made sense. But now, things are supposedly equal. But let's be real, women are getting all these extra perks just for being women. So, what's the deal now? It's like feminism doesn't even know what it wants anymore. And lately, it's been pushing women to do some pretty shady stuff in the name of being bold and independent. And then there are these guys turning into total simps, bending over backward to please women. And don't get me started on the man-hating vibe. Oh, and those fake cases where women weaponize feminism to wreck men's lives, and the constant whining over every little thing. Also, let's not forget the classic move of blaming men for everything instead of owning up to their own mistakes. The dating scene is in total chaos, thanks to feminism. Hold a door open for a girl, and suddenly you're in hot water. Compliment her outfit. Brace yourself for an HR nightmare. Most girls have transformed into these man-hating monsters, ready to pounce on men for the tiniest things, real or imagined. There's a huge gap between chill girls who love equality and those extreme feminist warriors who see men as their mortal enemies. Modern women act like they're some kind of unicorns, deserving only the absolute best guys, ignoring the average men who treat them like queens. It's a whole mess. The whole idea of men being in charge has gone with the wind. We've got this fresh batch of guys who are totally owning their power, and they're not about that traditional family life. Society's all, hey, as long as you're paying the child support, you're good, bro. So men are just doing their thing, no strings attached. Now we've got this new breed of super confident alpha men who have all the time and cash to invest in themselves, no wife or kids holding them back. And they're multiplying like crazy. Men are realizing that divorce is like stepping on a landmine. It blows up in your face. Naturally, we're getting all cautious and saying no to marriage. That decision is leaving women feeling kind of sidelined. Suddenly, they're not the main event anymore, and it's freaking them out. Enter the flood of naked selfies because of validation. And let's not forget the rise of mail-order brides, because some guys are just done with the whole dating drama. Back in the day, they might have put up with it for the family's sake, but now, nope, they're swiping left. Now, we have single mums hustling through each day, with no escape hatch of pills to dodge the chaos. Instead, they're wading through a sea of guys who aren't exactly in it for the long haul, but are down for a quick fling. It's like a band-aid for loneliness, a temporary distraction, but when the night falls, it's just them and their thoughts, drifting off to sleep with a few tears as their only company. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.